Yo, what's up, everybody? Got a quick little video for you today. They just recently updated the offensive AP. They added one additional AP, so you can now have 9 AP on offense. They kept defense at 11. So I thought I would just make a quick video on updated abilities, best offensive and defensive abilities. So yeah, without further ado, let's just get straight into it. Alright, so here we have our first ability, Set Feet Lead. This is a quarterback ability, as you can see. These are going to be all the quarterbacks that can get it, and for how many AP. The good thing about this one is it's going to basically give you extra oomph on your bullet passes. So like the streaks, you're definitely going to notice that on your streaks. And the one thing is your feet have to be set, so you'll just have to let go of the RT button. So like for example, my personal quarterback is Anthony Richardson, so we'll click into him. We'll go check his abilities. As you can see, he gets Set Feet Lead for 2 AP. It's his discounted ability. He also gets Gunslinger for 0 and Hot Route Master for 2. And these are the players that get it for 1 AP. You got 1 Joe Flacco, and Troy Aikman. So let's get into the next ability. And here we are at number 2. As you can see, I've got Hot Route Master for my number 2. This is kind of preference. It just kind of depends on what you run and what scheme you have. So just keep that in mind while watching this. So you can see right here it says itself, if you're a passer, Hot Route Master is one of the most valuable QB abilities in the game. Now, as you can see, it gives you 4 additional hot routes for every eligible receiver, which means you get different hot routes for running backs, tight ends, slots, and outside receivers. So for me personally, I like having this just because it gives me different options on the field. Kind of just keeps the opponent guessing. You can kind of create whatever you want, just kind of get funky with your scheme. And these are all the players that get it for discounted amounts. Got Patrick Mahomes, you can see. They all get it for 1. Next we have Gunslinger. I have this number 3 because this, again, is preference. It depends on what throwing animation your quarterback has and if you can deal with it, if it's too slow for you, if it's not fast enough, whatever. So I have Gunslinger. Basically all it's going to do is it's going to speed up your QB's release on like the long windups for the deep balls. And again, here we are with the players that get it discounted. Some get it for 0. And of course, some get it for, 1, 2, 3, so on and so on. Alright, so here we have Dashing Deadeye as the next one. Again, this next one is subjective to each player, so I have Dashing Deadeye coming in next. This is what people are using right now to beat the meta currently. It's the A-gap blitz. So people are using Dashing Deadeye to just get out of the pocket really fast and then throw on the run to, again, prevent that A-gap blitz. So this is why I have this here. As you can see, it gets discounted for some people, not everybody. So do with that what you will. Again, a lot of these are just going to be depending on what your scheme is and how you want to set your ability stack up. These are just kind of my thoughts and opinions. All right, for the next ability, I'm just going to go straight into running backs and their best ability. I have Bo Jackson. He's my running back. This is going to take no time at all. Let's just get straight into it. Best abilities for running backs, straight or Angry Runs. It's going to break the first tackle. I specifically have the Angry Runs NFL Combine edition, which means basically it just takes 9 plays for it to activate, then it's on all game. And those 9 plays can be passing, running, anything, just 9 plays. I would say the next best ability for running backs, if you can get it for 0 AP, is going to be Evasive. Basically, it's Jukebox that you can steer with. It's pretty self-explanatory. Evasive for 0 if you can get it, and I'll show you the next one. Next running back ability is going to be Jukebox. The reason I choose this is because it's a great ability. It's going to give you steerable juke animations. It's going to help you just move a lot better as the running back. So these are the players that can get it discounted. As you can see, it's the same. Everybody can get discounted abilities. It just depends on like the archetype of the player and who it is and all that. And honestly, for the last ability for the running backs, I'm going to choose Bruiser. Simply because it's just going to give you better truck and stiff arm animations. It's what I personally use for my Bo Jackson along with Angry Runs, so I think that's a nice little combo. Again, a lot of these are going to be subjective, like I've said time and time again, just to what you use. So, if you have an elusive back, I'm sure Bruiser's not going to be good for you. And here we are again with the AP discounted players that get it for however many discounts. So I'm not going to spend too much time on wide receiver abilities because, again, those are subjective and there's not too many good ones right now that are free. Honestly, you should be using your offensive AP on your lineman, and quarterback, and running back, I would say. So let's just get straight into linemen. So one of the best offensive lineman abilities is for sure Secure Protector. This is what's helping people counter the meta right now. Again, this is why you want to be smart with your offensive AP, because as you can see, there are some linemen that get it for 0, some that get it for 1, and some that get it for 2. So if you can set up your line in a strategic enough way, you're able to get Secure Protector for about, let's say 1 to 2 AP. You can also get Identifier, which we'll get into that. So the good thing with this is it's going to help those quick block shed moves. This is more for the passing style player, as to where I'll show you the running ability. So here we have Identifier. This is a good one for me because, as you can see, people get it for 0. The good thing about this is it's going to let you be able to see who the user is controlling at that time. Worth it to me. All the information I can get pre-snap is going to help me in the long run. So if I can get it for 0, of course I will get some extra knowledge. Next we have Post Up. Post Up is more for, I would say, runners. It's going to help any double team block they're engaged in. As you can see, again, players get it for 0 AP. This is all about the way that you're trying to set up your offensive line. Are you getting A-Gash meta blitzed? Are you getting blitzed at all? If not, then this probably does not pertain to you. If you are and you're tired of it, look into this because, again, there are people that can get for 0. And Jason, for example, I know he's a crazy card, but as you can see, he gets all day for 0, Identifier for 0, Linchpin, Post Up, Secure, all for 0. And you can stack these. Eventually, later on, these stacks will definitely come in handy. Going to be, I think, more like towards the way that the game is going to be turning on stacking the abilities, making sure you are stacking abilities. So take advantage of the 0 AP while you can and make sure you're stacking. All right, so let's get into the defensive abilities. This is going to be very fast, very sweet, and to the point. We all know what they are. Let's start with the D-line. So the first one for the D-line, obviously inside stuff. It's going to give you a faster run shed anytime that there's an inside run. So literally it stops all inside run plays unless you double team the player. But this is where Madden gets insane because, it has discounted. So you can get 2 defensive tackles for, 2 AP inside stuff. So I would say one of the next best abilities is no outsiders. This is going to help with outside run plays. I have these on my 2 ends, and then I have inside stuff on my 2 defensive tackles. Again, these are discounted, so if you strategically set them up in a way, you can basically get them for 0, and it is insane. You can make your D-line absolutely insane with pressure. And of course, the best of the best is Unstoppable Force. Some people get this on literally all game. Warren Sapp, you got those types. You've got the Combine, where it starts with 9 plays, and then you've got AKA, where it will be on for a few plays, off, and then come back on. So Unstoppable Force is actually Unstoppable Force. It's literally lives up to its name. It's unstoppable. It's annoying. Madden, fix it. Next, we're going to talk about defensive back and safety abilities. We already know what these are. It's going to be deep out and deep in zone KO. Basically, what these are going to do is it's going to give you an animation. It's a KO animation. Your little star lights up anytime, and it'll knock the ball out of anything deep in or out, depending on which one you have. So that's kind of the cheese right now. The 2 safeties are going to have deep KOs. Deep in, deep out, depends on the way you run. They do have a... Give me 1 second, I'll find it for you. Now, they do have a deep zone KO, as you can see. What this means is it's going to do both, basically. So, yeah. This is terrible. I hate that Madden did this. They've only given it to, of course, a few specific players. But, as you can see, multiple have it. So, yeah. Next, for the DBs and safeties, we've got the mid-zone KO. It's going to do the same thing as the deep out, deep in, and deep KO. It's going to cost more knockouts with the middle zones, basically. So these are absolutely broken right now. EA needs to fix that. I don't know what's happening. But again, players are getting it for discount. As you can see, Derwin gets her for 0, so there's 0 AP mid-zone out in the game right now. So definitely take advantage of the KOs if you can afford them. definitely take advantage of those. You will definitely notice a huge change in the way that your defense plays. You'll notice a lot more knockouts. It's horrible to deal with. Horrible to deal with. So that's going to be it for today's video. I appreciate you guys watching. If you think there's a better ability that I didn't mention, leave it in the comments and let me know. If you're new here, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and until next time, peace.